Cauldron bubble, get it. Yes. Production value.
I'm so glad we have this cauldron.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yes, this one. It was fun filling up.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. We're having fun with our dry ice.
We are. There's a million things you can do with a cauldron and dry ice.
I like listening to it.
Dude, it's very bubbly.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of?
Adam's Family. Right?
Good one.
Yeah, because in the beginning they pour the...
They do. The boiling tar.
Oh, is it? That's right, it's tar.
It is. It's boiling tar, and then if you actually look through, because we watched the other movie the other day, there's actually, when they come out of the house the next day, there's still bodies where the tar is.
Really?
Yes.
It looks like there's like
wait,
one
bodies
or two.
or like tar?
No, there's like it looks like there's a mound of something that's covered in tar.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that movie to see that little Easter egg.
And then
It could just be like a tar lump, but when we saw it like very briefly passing, I went, "Is that a body?" And she's like, "It might be a body."
I'll have to watch that.
Tar.
Ooh.
Alex, Dion, Stephanie, hello.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Welcome to a live stream of Fracture Compass. This has been a while since we've done a live stream, but we are here, and I wanted to do a live stream. I was like, Mike, let's do a live stream.
Yeah.
Because we want to talk to you guys about how you guys are doing Halloween.
Yeah.
Can everybody hear us okay? You're good? I just want to make sure that's a thing. Oh, you're watching that.
Oh yeah, I
You
have
should
the live
totally-
stream right here
You
watching.
should watch the live stream.
How do I go to like live chat? See, I'm so bad with
I don't
technology.
know.
Who knows?
Everyone said yes, so I think audio is good.
Perfect. So we want to talk to you guys. We want to answer your questions about anything that you guys might have about some events that are going on this year, some things, you know, that are possibly going.
Yeah.
Things are still getting canceled. Not so much the drive-throughs, but anything that's doing with the walkthroughs.
Anything that's not a drive-through is up in the air at this point.
It's up in the air, but there are still things, people out there putting on events, and so good for them if they're allowed to do it and they're being open and honest with the city.
I would hope they would be.
And getting those okays.
Yeah.
You know.
Alex just said that they left an Among Us game to watch us.
Oh.
Can we talk about Among Us?
Among Us is amazing.
I played one game the other day and put my little horns on and was running around and didn't realize, because it was my first time playing, that there was a cooldown after you kill someone.
You can't just...
And I went into a room and I'm all, 2 people! And I'm all trying to kill one, and then like...
Emergency meeting!
Yeah, emergency meeting happened, and I was like, what happened? And Jackie's all like, there's a cooldown after you kill someone. I was like, not real life. I was like, I should have been able to have been like, cack.
My husband plays all the time, and he is sneaky. Like on the group chat, he just lets people argue amongst themselves, and then he always wins. Always.
I love it.
I'm pretty good on like a public game where you don't have like a Discord chat going on or anything like that. But on a Discord chat, I feel like it's way harder because the finger pointing happens so much faster.
Yeah.
I know.
That game is great.
I'll have to play again.
Production value.
I don't like the cooldown, so whoever developed the game, can you take away that cooldown?
You know, whoever's the host of the game can control the cooldown. Yeah, you can host a game and make it like
0 cooldown.
I don't know if there's a 0, but the lowest I've seen is 10.
Okay.
But
watch out!
Watch out! Just everybody. So, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Again, we're going to talk about some of the things that we've already done. Mike has already gone to LA Haunted Hayride on the 25th, and he had a great time. So if you guys have any questions about that, we all have gone to Knott's Halloween. Have you guys gone to Knott's Halloween yet?
That was... Can we just say how incredible the Halloween event was?
Yes.
It was honestly like they knew that people were really disappointed with Knott's Scary Farm, and they just went hard on the decorations, the atmosphere, and that's certainly an event to go to at night.
Yes.
Go, like, stay, like, so many people were leaving around daytime, and I'm like, no, stay for the nighttime
like all the
part.
people with kids were leaving.
That's true. That's true. It did get a little spooky, but at the same time, like, that's what we wanted. So stay at night.
So Alex asks, is Hayride worth it, Mike? He hears it's kind of a ripoff.
Okay, so I actually enjoyed the Hayride experience overall. But it's sad because I can see why people think that. There wasn't a lot of substance to the event. It was mainly just like fan service. It was a lot of atmosphere and a lot of decorations, but when it got to like the meat and potatoes of the show, because that's what they were kind of advertising, like the show part, the drive-in part is like the huge, like that's what's the main event. And you know, it was entertaining. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't say that I would feel the need to buy a ticket again to go to it. But if you want to get a true traditional Halloween feel for the event, if you want to feel like, I don't know, just spooky, like it's worth it to me. I enjoyed it. I don't regret going. With that being said, though, I can understand why some people were like, it wasn't my thing. But again, like, you know, we know that Haunted Hayride, this is traditionally not how they run this event. They did the best they could. And surprisingly, there was a lot more, like, thought into it than I imagined there was going to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was going to be as much to it as what we got.
And I think
we might need another dry
yes,
ice in
we'll
there.
put another thing.
Put your mitts on.
Something
Yes.
that, oh my god, this is cold.
Be careful.
Oh my god, it's like frosted on the side.
It's
We also,
so-
real talk here, we tried filling up the cauldron up to here, and we were only able to manage to get it to right here because of the way the shower was laid out. So,
Ooh, aggressive bubbling.
aggressive bubbling. Let me get you some fog here.
Ooh.
Yes. Hocus pocus.
Dude, that's like straight up roaring.
Yeah. So I think something that might be happening, and don't think that things aren't worth the price to go. We are so used to going to events and running around and having people scare us and being so close to the action that this year we have to be taken back from that. And I think that might be something that's going on because, I mean, who's ever experienced a pandemic in our lifetime? No one. So
Yeah. I have to agree with that.
yeah,
I think a lot of... Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Keep
you're
interrupting you, but
you're good.
spinning off of you, yeah, I think a lot of people are disappointed because there's just that detachment feeling. You're not up close and personal with the monsters. You're not up close and personal with the scares, so it's just a different vibe. So if you can adjust your expectations, I think the drive-thrus have a lot of fun to offer. You just have to be willing to go in with that mindset that you're not going to get these up close and personal scares.
But I think they're doing the best they can
Yeah.
with what's going on. So Dion Pham asks, are there any other Halloween events happening this year? Yes, there are.
Oh, yeah.
There are, I mean, I can't say that there's like a lot, but let's see. LA Haunted Hayride obviously is one. Next up is Urban Legends at the OC County Fair. That is being put on by
The
people.
OC County Fair.
OC County Fairgrounds. On
It's
the,
the OC
sorry,
Fairgrounds,
or
it's the
not
OC
the county.
Fairgrounds.
The OC Fair.
I think you're breathing in too much
I know,
dry
like,
ice. Let's blow it this
what?
way.
So cold.
It got really cold in here really fast.
It did.
It feels great.
Actually, we should just run this instead of the AC.
You would probably suffocate. Anyway.
The OC County, no, the OC Fairgrounds.
Urban Legends Haunt is
Yes.
what she's saying.
Urban
yes.
Legends Haunt is going to be at the fairgrounds.
There's
in
also
Orange County.
the Knights of Jack, which is another drive-through experience happening. I think it opened. It's opening on the 1st of October. I'm going to be going on the 11th, but that one is more of like a whimsical, like Night of the Jack, Pumpkin Nights kind of feel.
What else is going on?
Icons of Darkness in LA.
Is that a drive?
No, that's like it's like a photo op, like a pop-up of a bunch of horror.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I think.
hate to mention like Freeform's drive-through Halloween.
Yeah.
Because tickets are, I mean, the tickets were free, but they are sold out.
It was
they were
as hard.
sold out in the first hour.
It was as hard, like it was
Yeah.
impossible to get those tickets. It was like
Yeah.
pre-ordering a PS5.
They literally, I think, released them at midnight, September something, and then September 12th, and they were gone. in like an hour. But Freeform was doing their thing that was a drive-through, and you were supposed to drive through like the Hocus Pocus house and through the actual Nightmare Before Christmas forest and past the trees into there. So that was going on. There's still tickets, I believe, but not till like next year, because they're all sold out for this year for the Stranger Things drive-through in LA.
Yeah.
That one is a little pricey. It's per person, and I believe for like 5 people in your car it was like $180 or something. So that's something you might want to hit up. I know that a lot of people have been going to the Live Oaks Canyon Pumpkin Patch.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I think it's in. Would you say it's in Redlands, and it's got a corn
Redlands,
maze?
and it has a full-on corn maze that you can go through.
What?
So that is a thing that's going on, and I think for like this area, except for like Knott's Taste of Halloween, that's pretty much it for an actual event drive-through kind of thing. Now I'm not talking about like the yard displays that different people are putting up. Like Pirates Cave is going to be
Corona Hunt.
Corona Hunt, I believe, is a walkthrough.
Well, there's a couple more drive-thrus that I saw, but I haven't bought tickets for yet, and that was the Bites, the LA food crawl.
Okay, the LA food crawl.
There was something like that. There was the Bite, and then there was one more. I think it was called. I'll have to look it up. It was something like some generic title that sounded just like Freeform's Halloween Road. I think it was called Halloween Road, but it just wasn't through Freeform. That's also in LA.
So, kind of bouncing off of the Taste of Halloween, we've gotten a couple comments about it. What were your guys' opinions about it?
Amazing.
Okay. I don't know why I can't see. I can't read it.
Is it the dry ice?
It's not.
Let me blow it this way.
I think it's that light. That's because
sorry.
Like, it's like putting splotches in here.
Yeah, that event was incredible. Absolutely fantastic. They went hard. You can tell that they like really try to make that food crawl special.
It was like, I thought it was kind of funny because we were walking through camp.
Yes.
So I saw something on Kenzie's story, like because she went opening night. She's like, "Can it just be like this all the time?" And I kind of agreed with her. But when we were walking through, I'm like, the Knott's managers went, "So, do you guys want decorations up?" Yes. How many? Yes. Like they just wiped out their warehouses and put skeletons everywhere.
Everywhere.
Put up the Forsaken Lake mausoleums. Put up all the scarecrows and the fog volcanoes and everything.
Mm-hmm. I love.
And I thought that treat trail was really special. It looked really good.
Really good. And I really liked that Kevin was operating the rides. Did you guys see Kevin?
Kevin operated all the rides.
He followed me on Instagram. I'm like, Kevin! Yeah, he was
Kevin
awesome.
the skeleton.
And the Boot Hill Cemetery was also a huge highlight. I really liked that they did the projection shows of the characters telling their stories.
Now you kind of got a little bit of that one-on-one interaction with one of the ghouls in Ghost Town.
Oh yeah, she was sassy.
Yes, she was. So we know there's not scare talent this year, but what did you think of like the mayor that was up on the hotel and the sassy lady that was talking her gossip with you, and like, so talk about that for a second.
Well, they did great. You could tell that they wanted to be out on the streets doing their thing, but they couldn't. But I really liked, what was the girl that we were talking to?
I don't remember her name. I just remember she was the gossip of the town.
She was the gossip of the town. She was telling me all about what was going on in Ghost Town, and she was a hoot. I really liked her. Didn't we see a scare actor kind of walking through the streets, or was that?
It was probably one of the guys. I think they were just going to break.
Oh,
to be honest with you.
Well, he was walking in character to break. Then.
Yeah, he was like. I mean, they have to be kind of in character until you like pass go, and then they can kind of relax. But thanks, Kevin. Kevin just sent a text like the setup was cool. Hi.
Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin.
Bear Kevin?
Bear Kevin, brother
Oh, Bear Brother. Nosy Rosie.
Nosy Rosie.
Thank you, Valerie. Yes.
So somebody was saying right now, like, basically Taste of Halloween is almost sold out. There's only like 3 or 4 days that are left open at this point. So
you know why?
Because
it's fucking amazing.
Oh, it's so amazing.
It was great.
The thing that I got, like, Jackson, I actually forgot to eat, to be honest with you. And we sat there, and it was just so good to be home again and just be surrounded by all the lights and the fog and the cobwebs, and it just, we would be scare acting right now. We would be out there. We would be exhausted, but it would feel good. And so we sat there, and we just wanted to get all this, shots and camera work and everything like that. And all of a sudden, I was like, wow, I'm hungry. and then we realized it was only like 30 minutes before the park closed.
Oh, I know.
We like did a full marathon.
I was like, we should probably hit up the camp trail because it's gonna close soon. And you guys are like, no, it closes at 9. I'm like,
we
it closes at 8. We gotta go. And then after that, there was no talking. Everyone just booked it.
We just booked it through and tried to get as much footage as possible.
You know what? It was kind of a cool, like,
some more tickets.
A cool. I know, right? Why
right now?
Kind of like what? I don't know. It was everything that Not Scary Farm is without the scaring, and the music was toned down too. But it gave you all the ambiance, all the decorations, just everything to make it feel like you came home.
And I really liked the Into the Fog tribute store.
Oh, Into the
Fog.
Oh,
you guys! Did you guys buy pins?
We did. We bought 2 pins.
The Legacy collection,
and
right?
we will get to your questions because I've been reading some of these that I want to get to. Riley's. There's like 7, I believe, and it has to do with Trapped. I think Trapped was one of them. Doll Factory, Carnivorous Clowns. I cannot say that.
C3.
The Asylum.
The Asylum.
Trapped.
We did
Trapped.
Trick or Treat is in there. Definitely got that one.
Lore of the Vampire
was there. Seriously.
No, they didn't have Pinocchio because they had Doll Factory.
And there was one more. There's one more. If you guys know which one that we're missing, let us know.
I snatched the Doll Factory one. That was the first maze that got me really excited about haunts. That was the first maze I ever went through. Like, that was the very first one.
I have the original Trick or Treat mask from the Pumpkin Twins, from one of the Pumpkin Twins. So I definitely snatched up that one pin. And then I also, from last year, previous season, I still have the Infected pin and the Shadowlands pin. So
let's talk about Into the Fog really quick. Just before we get to questions. We see all your questions, guys, but let's talk about Into the Fog, because this year was a pretty good lineup. So there was some badass stuff in there.
Oh my gosh.
It was so amazing. I wish I had $1 million
to
buy originals.
Same, and like it was a testament to like every single thing you saw was like sold, and it was opening weekend. Everything was sold.
For the most part, I mean, some things that were a little higher in price have not been sold yet, but things that were like, and there's nothing.
The Asylum was the other pin.
We said the Asylum.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't think we did.
I'm missing one. Anyway, write them down on a list. but anything that was like $150, $200, $300, gone. Those were gone, and obviously those people, it meant something to them.
Yeah.
To buy that piece. There were some things that I wish I could get, but it was just too much out of my price range.
Yeah. Same. I was like, I wish.
Every single piece was amazing. It looked like they just put their heart and soul into it. It meant something to them.
Yeah. And it was also very nice to see my lovely sister Jackie was on some of the art, and it was just like heartwarming because I actually linked up with them. We didn't even know we went to the Taste of Halloween or Halloween yesterday. I didn't know that they were there. Like, we just went on our own and we just happened to be there. But I was going through the tribute store and I was seeing all this artwork and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's She-Wolf, there's my sister. And it was like, I was about to text you and then you guys texted me like, hey, are you at Knott's? I'm like, yeah.
I had a feeling you were there just because of your previous video that I watched.
Oh, really?
Your mukbang.
Oh, yeah.
And I was all like, I bet they're there, but like I was all like, I wasn't sure, but yeah. So we hooked up in the last like hour.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Because we were waiting to film all of the stuff because we wanted to see it at night.
Right.
which is the real bread and butter of this event, guys. You gotta go. You gotta be there when the sun goes down.
The sun goes down.
So I think something that we didn't see were the little pecans. We didn't really see the ghosts working the pecans because we didn't go till later in the day, right?
No, and I think they were there at night.
Were they? Or
I
just
mean,
in
we showed up at 5. No, we showed up at like 4:30 or so. I want to go back. I know that I know that they're almost sold out. I'm just gonna have to pick a day that's open.
Sunday the 4th?
Huh?
The 4th?
The 4th is sold out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck!
We're gonna have to
Sorry.
go to the 9th. We're gonna have to go to the 9th. Or something.
Okay.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Oh, you work that out.
Yeah. But, yeah.
It was great.
It was awesome. I highly recommend, please, if you don't have tickets already, just get on the thing, because I just checked it right now.
What about the 11th? Sorry, this is supposed to be a live stream, guys.
No.
But we're just trying to find tickets.
The 11th
I'll
is
just
sold
sit
out.
here amongst the chaos.
I'm gonna tell you right now. The 9th is open as of like 5 minutes ago when I checked. The 16th, the 23rd,
right before my birthday.
the 25th, the 30th.
Well, we're gonna be gone that.
I know we are,
weekend, so.
and the 1st of November. I'm just telling for everybody. Those are the only days that are open as of right now. I don't know how many tickets are left. Everything else is sold out.
I guess we're going the 9th.
And that is a testament to how good this event was, because I don't think the Taste of Knots ever sold out.
No.
This Halloween thing, people want to get that Scary Farm feel, and this is the only way they're gonna get it.
It's a testament to how well Knott's has branded Scary Farm and how welcoming they are to the fans.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll back here just a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see.
Are you guys going to Knott's for Halloween?
We are not.
We are not. No.
We.
There is something else planned that I can't talk about yet.
Secrets.
Yeah,
secrets,
I
so-
can't talk about it yet, but you and I have plans because it's our anniversary anyways. Mikey Poo, plans for Halloween?
I don't think I have anything going on Halloween day, so I'll have to figure something out fun to do. Maybe I'll go on a spooky trail or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Nosy Rosie, yes, we got her. We forgot to eat too. We took the food back to our hotel. I don't think I ever heard your opinion. How do you feel about Special Ops closing? And put another thing in because there's no more fun.
How do I feel about Special Ops closing? I feel like Special Ops ran its course. It was time for something new in the Scary Farm timeline, and what goes in its place will probably be even more amazing, because we've learned so much from running Special Ops and how we can use technology to interact with the guests and the monsters. But it was just a really, really bittersweet pill. It was like that last run of Special Ops, and you can see it on our documentary when we had some of our managers talking about that thing. It was like that final run, that final night when those final guests went through it. It was like, yes, like we proved that we could do this. We proved that we were this team and we took ownership. And I actually was like, I mean, there wasn't a dry eye in the maze. It had been part of some squad leaders and some people's lives for a decade, from development all the way to build, all the way to last year, 2019 season. So if you want to check out the documentary, it's a tearjerker at the end. We did that.
I saw that. It's a tearjerker.
And we did the end, and
I thought you were really starting to cry.
no, I am actually starting to tear up a little bit, but then that just went right in my mouth.
It's all just blowing. I don't know if you guys could tell on the camera. It's all just blowing in her
I think it's
face.
because of the ceiling fan.
So I'm like-
I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah, no, we're good. But yeah, I know for
I know when we were editing it, we were kind of crying.
Yeah, we were crying, and it's something to be proud of that you were a part of. You know, if you were ever a part of Infected, if you were ever even infected for 2 days, you knew what it was like to be in that hybrid of a street/maze kind of thing with the added effect that your guests are not victims. Your guests are empowered with these, you know, battle rifles and for laser tag. So it was definitely an experience, but it made you feel really proud to be part of it. Again, it's time to move on, and what will go in its place will probably be even better. But yeah,
has a lot to live up to, though.
It's always going to be a part of me and part of whoever was part of it, and we're not parts. But
that was beautiful, Bree.
Yeah, it was really nice. Another question was, are you guys going to do a meetup before Halloween? I think, if I can put some small 2 cents in for this one, I think we were going to do that at Midsummer. So I think the soonest that we would plan on doing a meetup or like a meet and greet or something like that would be Midsummer, this upcoming.
Yeah, I don't know
for
about
July.
I don't know about this year per se, like I said, because of what's going on. We don't want to be responsible for crowds and things like that, but I'm not. There would be, but I think the next meetup would probably be Midsummer in July 9th.
July 9th through the 11th. And I'm putting it out in the universe right now that July 11th, the last day of Midsummer Scream, is going to be Cosplay Like Brie Day. I am putting it out in the universe. Dress up like Brie from Fractured Compass on Sunday.
You need a black shirt and like a black vest.
You can just wear all black.
And a bunch of cool Halloween pins.
Yeah.
And your hair better be
faux hawked.
On point.
The hair.
There better be snaps. There better be snaps.
All
right, let's see what's going on. It's been a while since Halloween has been on a Saturday, because do we remember when the last Halloween on Saturday was?
No. When was it?
Our wedding.
It was our wedding.
It was our wedding.
4 years ago.
Congratulations!
Thank you!
Oh, I don't know what to do now.
So.
God, that's right. Because I remember, I never have work off on Saturdays, and I remember it was like fighting tooth and nail to get Halloween.
It was fighting
off.
tooth and nail for me to get it off too.
Yeah. Little insider for you guys. Me and Jackie worked at the same area. We're not going to tell you where we worked, obviously, for reasons, but we worked at the same area. Jackie obviously got the time off for her wedding, and it was.
I still had to fight people for it, though.
I had to fight people like tooth and nail to get that day off.
It came down to the point where we were like, Jackie and Mike are not going to be at work on this day because Jackie is getting married and Mike is part of the wedding.
Yeah.
So you guys need to figure it out because we're not going to be there.
My boss is like, well, can you at least like stay? And I'm like, actually, it's up in the mountains.
Yeah,
like,
so no.
No. Fire me.
Anyway, I think that's kind of caught up. Someone did list off, I think it was Alex. Hold on, let me look.
I'm gonna have to get. I think I'm gonna have to get the clown maybe.
C3?
Maybe.
Okay,
I
Alex
remember
said
going for it.
Lord the Vampire, Trick or Treat, The Asylum, Doll Factory, Trapped, and C3. So yeah, that was.
Was there only 6?
I think there were only 6.
Okay.
Really?
That's fine. Whatever.
It looked like there was a lot more, but maybe I'm just. No, that sounds about right,
6
actually.
6 is pretty good.
I think it was just like aisles, like it was like 4 of the same pin.
Yeah.
4 of the same pin. That's
But
why.
yeah, the whole setup, the little thing that they had for Into the Fog, build team did amazing.
Yeah,
with that.
everything
It looked good,
great.
and they had the pumpkin eater guy.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was amazing. We spent a lot of money on prints.
I was
We
very
did.
tempted to buy the cockroach shirt or the cockroach mask.
Oh yeah.
But Laura was like, on that idea.
I looked at it. I really wanted to buy a mask. I was like, which mask do you want? And Jackie's like, no, we have enough masks. And I'm just like, it's like having a mask right now is having t-shirts.
Yeah.
Okay, it literally is.
Gotta customize it to your
I
personality.
like
Yeah.
my spooky fitted masks. Okay.
Yes, I bought a lot
If
of
anyone
masks
wants,
from Etsy.
if anyone wants to, like make a she-wolf mask, like a little bit on the side, I'm like all for it. Do it.
Yes. This bowl is gonna shatter if you
Yeah.
drop it.
Yeah. Just be careful.
Look at the frost.
Hi Kevin, I saw your text message. This was amazing. You guys, he sent me a text.
Yes.
He said, so everything horror said you guys have been doing a great job on the Not series documentary. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Everything Horror.
That was a lot of fun to do. And
you've been doing a very good job on your TikToks and your YouTube yourself, so I've been following.
Oh, Mikey Poo.
Yeah.
Mikey Poo coming in clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kevin. We miss you too.
I'm
gonna come up and see you sometime. Honest
you ever
Mitchie said, love your decorations, feel the fog. Oh, we're feeling it. It is cold ass fog.
It's cold. Oh.
Spiral it.
Okay, we're good.
Chaotic energy.
Yeah.
Okay, no joke. It actually looked really cool.
Thank you to all the people who participated in the documentaries as well. Those documentaries could not have happened without the people that we interviewed at all. And then we kind of moved on to silly stories. Right now.
Hi, Rue. I see you too.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Oh, hey, real quick, off topic. Have we talked about Welcome to Hellfest
We have not. That's happening up in LA.
on the 24th?
You
or-
said it's kind of like by Silmer, right?
It's by
Yeah.
Like
it's
where-
in Silmar.
Like the basement
Yeah.
area.
It's
Okay.
in the middle of the woods. It is a walkthrough
and a music festival.
and a music
And
festival.
there's going to be food and alcohol there, and it's just like that all sounds great, but you know, LA County has laid out some pretty strict guidelines, so I wonder how it's going to happen. I'm hoping it happens, you know, and they could do it in a safe way. That's
Yes.
also the other thing.
We will definitely see if that happens. I hope it happens for them. I know somebody's put a lot of work into it.
Someone's put a lot of love and work into it. You can tell there's a lot of passion. I'm just fingers crossed that it can be done in a way that's safe.
That the city set things as safe. Couple of things that are not going on. Reign of Terror
Yeah, that got canceled.
was canceled. Also, I'm gonna give a shout out kind of to Into the Black. We were gonna go see that
In 2 days, right?
in 2 days.
Yeah.
We got invited to go on the 30th. They had gotten all their approvals, and then things had just changed. But apparently, Into the Black is going to be like year-round, possibly.
Oh,
It's up in the Hayden. Wait,
It's in Victoria Gardens, right?
I have to double check this.
All we got on the End of the Black email was that it was postponed. So
It's
if
postponed.
something
It's
changes,
not canceled. It's just
it
postponed.
could come back into play. And if it does
Yes.
come back into play, then we'll go do it.
Then we'll absolutely do it. They're hoping like mid-October to like November, and again, it just got postponed. And then from what I've heard is that it's possibly going to be year-round. So that might be something to even hit up after spooky season.
oh yeah. We will take spooky
Oh, yeah.
all year round if we can get it.
I'll go.
It's so hard to come by.
Yep. I
Uh,
love doing spooky stuff during Christmas time.
Haunts?
I
Yes,
don't know
because
why,
like
but-
Reign of Terror Christmas was amazeballs.
yeah, I had so much fun. at Reign of
Oh,
Terror
fingers
Christmas time.
crossed that they could find some way to make it, or the guidelines would be lifted. Who knows? But that we would definitely have to go to Reign of Terror.
Haunts
Yeah.
just asked what was your favorite item to eat at Knott's.
Go, Mike.
That's gonna be more of a Mike question because Bree and I forgot to fucking eat.
Well, we did eat something, so I know what my favorite thing was. But you
No,
tell
you
me.
should-
That Shirley Temple though
Okay.
was bomb.com.
Okay,
So-
what was different about the Shirley Temple?
Okay,
Okay,
it was.
first off,
Shirley Temple.
we haven't had a Shirley Temple in 6 months because
Okay.
restaurants have been closed.
Okay, I feel you. You go.
It was Mad Shirley Temple. So I think they added lemonade with the Sprite, and then there was like this much grenadine at the bottom of that cup. So
Oh.
they literally took the cup and it had like just this much grenadine, and then they added the lemonade and Sprite, and it was the most delicious thing in the world. And I was like,
But
Well, you always
I
love
love
Shirley
that. I
Temple.
love
you
She's a
also
Shirley
got the
Temple girl.
jambalaya, which was pretty damn
yes,
good.
that was my favorite thing. If you're going to get something and you like jambalaya, all the way.
Well, I had a bunch of
I love
sweet
savory.
things. Yeah.
So what's sweet? You go with sweet, 'cause I love savory.
I've got a bunch of sweet things. I think out of all of the stuff, I actually really enjoyed the caramel apple cheesecake trifle and the headless horseman meatball sandwich. Those two things
We did
were,
have the meatball sandwich.
those things were delicious.
You did.
One thing that I
that.
personally was like I would avoid was the cobweb spooky slider at the Coaster Dine-In.
Okay.
In
New York
the
Elevator?
boardwalk? Okay.
Yeah, that one was rough.
Okay.
You guys said like that was a
Okay,
no.
so my question for you, because I don't like caramel, but I do like apple. So explain the trifle to me.
It tasted like apple pie filling, like the glazy apples, the sugary glazy apples,
Okay.
with a custard that tasted like cheesecake. I didn't so much get caramel.
Okay, because I'm not a caramel fan, but everything else that you just said sounded pretty damn good.
It was good. It actually, the first bite I was like, no. And then the second bite I was like, yes. Like, it just switched really quick for me. I don't know why. But,
Were you the kombucha girl or whatever?
No.
No. Well.
I've totally done that. You're like, oh, wait.
You know what we didn't do that with, and I want the chat to pop off right now if you guys went, was the basil lemonade, the taste of knots. Michael, you keep your mouth shut, because that shit was fucking disgusting.
No, that one was a love-hate relationship amongst the group for sure. I loved it. I'm just gonna go out and say it. I loved it.
You were the only one that liked it, because even Arl, after he had the smoothie, was like, no, that's disgusting.
You know what? Arl's palate is not necessarily like the most refined thing in the world, okay? However, he's been getting better. But no, he did not like the basil lemonade. I love it.
Come on, chat. Back. Oh, I already got one back up.
Yeah, I was like, did you like the basil? I didn't like the basil.
Allie just said, I know it's not an event, but the Cauldron across from Knott's announced on their Instagram about dress-up themes through the Halloween season with some special events like a live band. That sounds kind of cool.
That's cool. I totally support the Cauldron.
The Cauldron, like, kind of got us through the first weeks of quarantine, like,
yes,
no
it did.
joke.
Yes, it did. So anything that the Cauldron's doing, if you guys want that spooky feel with, like, really good food,
go to the Cauldron.
Go to the Cauldron. If you just want to sit in that atmosphere, if you can't get into the taste of Halloween.
Yeah, you can watch the fog come over the fence. Hans said, that sucks. Okay, so you're like 0 right now.
I'm in the minority, I know.
Valerie said, oh my god, no, that was horrible. Okay, so the basil lemonade was not good.
I get it.
Did you guys, I got it without the basil leaf. Thinking it wasn't going to taste like basil anymore. I just wanted the boysenberry lemonade. And when I took a sip of that and realized that the basil was infused in the lemonade, even without the leaves, the disappointment on my face.
She did. I remember you came back and you were like,
video.
yeah, like, what is this nonsense? I'm like, give it to me, I'll drink it.
It was so disappointing. Okay, she was so happy that the basil leaf wasn't in her lemonade, and she was like, I'm gonna enjoy this so, because it was hot that day. It was like during the heat wave.
Yeah.
And she went, just like, it was just a waste. It was so nasty.
The flavors were extremely aggressive.
Yes.
Oh my god. So yeah, definitely support the Cauldron guys. They are super rad. And if they're doing like little dress up things, by all means.
So I'm totally buying extra Knott's tickets right now. I'm afraid they're gonna sell out.
Just buy them.
Yeah.
We'll just keep berating Mike for his love of that nasty ass.
I thought it was great.
Basil lemonade.
My order's complete.
I sadly won't be going again this year. That was like my one.
That was your one and done.
Yeah, that was my one time.
I want to go. We're not really going we're going to the Hayride, we're going to Urban Legends.
We're doing the pumpkin patch.
We're not going to Stranger Things.
No, you're not doing it?
No. Well, first of all, it's not. I think the tickets now are like in February. And I think they're ending at that point, and at that point I'll probably be like, we'll be moved on.
What about like doing a corn maze?
That's what we're doing on the 5th.
On the 5th.
Oh, in Redlands?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know Redlands had one.
We said that in the beginning of the thing.
For some reason I thought you said Thousand Oaks.
No. Remember the one that we did in Thousand Oaks when we were like peanuts?
Is that why I got them confused?
Probably. Yeah, no, we're doing the one in Redlands. Apparently there's one in Redlands.
Okay, got it.
I always thought Chino Hills did one, but I haven't seen anything about it this year.
I really hope that Urban Legends...
It's like a really good date place.
What, the pumpkin patch area? It's like romantic?
Mikey Poo, it's a pumpkin patch. They're super cute.
Yeah.
It's always a good date day to go to the pumpkin patch.
That is true. That is true.
Or the sunflower fields down in Murrieta.
Ooh.
And I do love sunflowers.
I'll take you to the sunflowers.
That would be
It's
cool.
kind of dying.
Yeah, it is.
Kinda
I think that's
dying.
it though.
No,
It's kinda
I
dying.
have an entire chunk.
Haunt said get the hotel package. If I had the money to
Yeah.
get the hotel package, I would, but we have plans for the end of February, for the end of February, sorry, I'm reading that. For the end of October, and I don't know if it's going to happen this year. But
I would love to stay in the
I would
hotel.
love to do the stay one day and still work the event and like just literally collapse into my bed walking out of the gate and
You're
walk
like-
through the hotel with my haunt box.
You're like checked in.
Checked in. With like kind of like half wiped off eye black.
We'll do that.
Yeah, I hope the urban legends haunt.
Yeah, Allie, I saw something. I don't know if take this with a grain of salt, but I did hear that there was a sunflower field out in Murrieta. I don't know what the COVID procedures are for it, but it's like a giant field of massive sunflowers, and that's like heaven to me.
That sounds great.
Okay, sorry, go
We
ahead,
should do
Mike.
that.
Is there any walkthrough haunts in your area? Oh, hold on. First off, it says, are you doing the mazes at Universal? Are you talking about Orlando? Because they have 2 mazes open in Orlando, but I don't think there's any mazes at Hollywood, unless I'm mistaken. We probably will not be going to Orlando because just time and money. But I did hear good things about those 2 mazes, and there's someone actually posted a walkthrough of them, so they looked very interesting.
I've heard rumors about that. So they are doing something. Is it like full production, or is it like a daytime walkthrough where you get to see what the maze looked like?
No, it's like there's actors in it, special effects.
Are they behind like plexiglass?
Behind plexiglass?
That's rad.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
That's fun.
Is there any walkthrough haunts in your area? The Corona haunt, right? The Shadow Mountain.
Shadow Mountain?
Remember, guys, we're in California. We're like the most locked down, no fun state right now.
Yeah.
So,
We're like,
honestly, like, if it's like not in your car or it's not an outdoor marketplace that's serving food like Knott's, it's probably not going to happen.
which Spooksy Boo was a boutique, a haunted boutique that was happening at the Garden Walk. And that got canceled at the last minute as well. We like Jack said, we're really, I wouldn't say we're locked down, but we're locked down for any
Fun.
big events that take place. So they're doing an online boutique event, and you can go on to Spooksy Boo and get the link to get free tickets to that, and they're going to be doing giveaways and things like that. And those vendors make all kinds of spooky stuff. So things that you would find at Midsummer will be online at the Spooksy Boo event, and I believe that's going to be October 2nd through the 4th.
So does that mean we need to get in line now for Love Paint and Stitches?
Yes, you can messages. But one of the people that work at Knott's run a thing called Aura of Aboding, and she's been doing
Aura of Foreboding.
Aura of Foreboding. I do apologize, but she's been doing these really cool 2-foot coffins, handmade coffins, and.
Did you see the scrolling on one of them?
A friend of ours, and like Riley's best friend, Trey, has done scrolling on the sides of them, and then the artist has been painting those.
Looks so good.
And they look amazing.
I think her Instagram handle is at Aura of Foreboding.
Aura of Foreboding.
Some
so check
really
out those guys.
bitchin' stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool. Yeah. Knott should have a social distancing outdoors buffet. Well, that's kind of like Taste of Knott's.
That's kind of what Taste of Knott's is.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly the same by any means,
No.
but I would say it does have buffet feels. Yeah.
It does. You just don't have the
talent running around.
talent, and I'm gonna say you don't have like the scare talent. You have basically Ghost Town Alive talent, in spooky form. So they're not scary, but they're very interactive. And they're very friendly from up above on the pedestals.
They're like in the tops of like shops and
Like the upper porch.
upper porches.
The upper
yes,
porches.
extreme porches.
Yes, the extreme porches.
The extreme porch.
They're up there. Just like Taste of Knott's and just like Taste of Calico had the mayor on the top.
Yeah.
He is now back as a spooky character.
Amber Duck.
I love it.
Hey.
Speaking of Amber Duck, Amber, how is 17th Door coming along?
Oh yeah.
Because I heard from a duck that it was opening. So
Don't put her on the spot.
Well,
guys.
no, on the
No, I'm
website
not.
it says, I think it says like updates to be announced soon or something along those lines.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So keep your eyeballs on
So-
the 17th Door website then.
Yeah, so go. Yeah,
Is there anything on their Instagram?
There is nothing. I went on the website. They do have a schedule for the 2020 season, in October, and I didn't see anything after that. I think you can buy tickets right now.
Oh, she just said we're doing pretty well. Check the website, see if
I
you see
will.
anything. And I'm like,
Ooh.
Okay, we see you.
Yeah.
We see you.
We're done.
No, I have another block.
Do you?
Yes, I'm gonna go get it.
Do we have enough water for the block?
Yes.
Oh, we have
Oh.
half a thing of water.
Okay, so this is like our intermission.
Intermission dance. Let's see here. 17th Door is a must. It is definitely intense. I would like to see how they implement all the guidelines because that is a very touchy-feely, hands-on experience. So yeah. Also check the YouTube for 17th Door.
Say what?
Say what?
I'm gonna get my fiance.
Oh crap.
Check this out.
So I just brought another ticket for the 9th because Panda is taking mom that day. Oh.
Yay.
Yes.
Very cool.
So if you're going on the 9th too, you can tell Panda that I require another pine cone. What just happened?
Nothing.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about.
Really? Oh my god, we're gonna die.
Yes.
I'm gonna touch the water.
No, you're not.
It's cold. It was pretty hot. Yes. Yes.
Okay, that is all I have. That is $30 of dry ice.
Oh. Hocus pocus.
I'm just gonna freeze my candle right here.
No, someone paid for that.
Nobody paid for this.
Oh, never mind. Do what you want.
You guys know that I have taken up candle making during the
pandemic.
During the pandemic, I just wanted to learn how to make candles.
You're doing a really good
That's
job.
what I do.
When and if you go to Halloween again, can you vlog about your experience? Well, I know for a fact that Mikey Poo vlogged his experience for it. When is that chaotic mess of a video coming out?
That mess of a video is coming out tomorrow on my channel at 11.
And
Yeah.
Bree and I did more of a montage, so we just released our ambience video out, and it's out now. And then Bree's gonna work on the actual montage video, I think tonight, so it'll be out later.
Yeah, and then what I'll probably do on the 9th, since we're a little more relaxed and we have videos out, I'll probably just go on our story and just kind of do little like snippets of the food and things like that.
Yeah,
and
we'll do it on
what's going
Instagram. It'll be easier.
Yeah, so we'll do it on the story because we really just I just really like making montages. But yeah, we'll go ahead and vlog
A little bit.
a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
This was more, I think when we went, it was more of like a, we're home type
Yeah,
of thing, and it
Yeah.
was, we just kind of wanted to, we didn't really chill, because we were like, look at all the stuff.
I can confirm they were like bouncing off the walls and they didn't even have the camera rolling.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah, it was great.
amazing. But
Lots of Easter eggs that if you like blink and you'll miss it. So keep your eyes peeled. If you guys have gone, let us know what you
Can
guys
we
have stumbled
talk about
upon.
how cute those little wood stalks were?
Oh, they're adorable
By
on
the
the
alien
spaceship.
ship?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
the
great.
whole third eyeball coming out of them.
And then the rock monster. God, what was he in? Like the apocalypse maze?
Okay, so Rocky was in Endgames,
Yeah.
Dead of Winter.
Was he in Dead of Winter?
Yes, he was one of the ice monsters.
Oh, that's right.
God, he was in one more thing. It was the Labyrinth. I think that's where he started.
In Labyrinth?
Yes.
I remember him in the Endgame
Yeah.
maze.
He was
Yeah.
like that. Labyrinth, Endgames, and Dead of Winter, I think were the three that he was in. And then the last time I saw him before this one was on the Calico Railroad. a little steam train in Camp Snoopy.
Oh, okay.
And I want to say that there were tiny little versions of him too. Like he had little children, and it was really cute.
Oh, adorable.
I would kind of like to see him in Halloween Hootenanny. I think he would fit really well in there.
Hey, was the coffin creeper...
The coffin creeper.
Calico
yes,
coffin
they
creeper?
were... that was
great.
God, I love it.
The alien was a vibe.
I am putting out a call to anyone that has it. If you have the Halloween Hootenanny soundtrack, give it to me right now. That is a demand. I am not asking nicely. I need that.
Hans said you guys are old school, dry ice and water. You can't beat the classics.
No?
You cannot beat the classics.
And it doesn't set your fire alarm off.
It doesn't. I actually just bought like a really expensive fog machine from Into the Fog from my buddy, and it has like the wireless remote and everything. And I do have a mini fogger as well that I just bought.
Is it the low fog?
No. Well, I can get the low fog for it, but right now it's just a normal fog machine, but it has a wireless remote to it. But I was super excited about it because the output was great. But I have some high-tech gadgets, but you just cannot beat the old school stuff.
Nah, this is wonderful.
Sammy, the cauldron is just dry ice this time. Next time I'll make sure to put Mike's head in it.
Snips and snails in Mike's head, please.
When HHN comes back, I want to scream maze with Ghostface.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Wait, what? Do we know what the lineup was for Orlando this year?
Well,
or what it was supposed to be?
We can confirm that Beetlejuice was for sure going to be a maze, and I hope that returns because honestly, like Beetlejuice is a perfect IP for Halloween Horror Nights. And
Dude, was that their like silly one, like how Ghostbusters was kind of the fun maze last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think so. Yeah.
Got it.
You know, it's funny because when they do those comedy mazes, I get scared the most in those ones. Like
you're going in not thinking you're gonna.
Yeah,
because
like,
your guard is so dropped.
This is the end maze back in like 2014. I was like, this is gonna be whatever, and I got scared the most. Ghostbusters, I got freaked out.
What scared you in Ghostbusters?
I don't know. It was a jump scare, and I think it was Slimer, but he was like coming down a hallway.
Oh, okay.
And it just caught me off guard.
Got it.
So I feel like Beetlejuice would get me. Also, Beetlejuice has so much like art direction that's just gonna lend itself perfect to set design.
So while we're on the subject of Horror Nights, really quick before we kind of switch back into the chat, can we talk about, because I did on our Instagram a week ago or something like that, like your favorite haunt memories, and someone who's a mutual friend of ours said the Krampus maze. Do you remember what happened to her in the Krampus maze where she got cornered? Can you retell that moment?
Okay, I think I was actually ahead of this
Were you ahead? Okay, so I'll retell it.
Yeah.
So you may have been ahead, and it was the
ahead.
very end of the Krampus maze where they just start coming at you from left and right.
Yeah.
And I'm in the back with the camera, and she screams, she has a good time, she lets go, but she's a pretty well put together type of person.
Yes.
And she got blind cornered, screamed, blind cornered at the same time by another one, screamed, and then they both went around the back and did the same fucking thing to her in the same room, and I was dying.
It's excellent seeing
and it was so
like
funny to see the Krampus put his big ass claws over his face and literally laugh and run away.
That maze was so good.
Krampus was great.
If you guys don't like Krampus, then get out. No, I'm just kidding.
Krampus was great.
Krampus was the good
That was such a good maze.
Honest Mickey asks, have you used any haunt themed scents? I tried a couple, wasn't impressed. What do you mean by haunt themed scents?
Like oils?
Like, are you talking about like the HHN candle thing they put out, or?
Are you talking about spooky? Can you not hold your phone over the cauldron? Thank you.
That's okay.
Just don't
your
want you to
dangerous
drop
game
it.
here.
I'm Bree, I live on the edge.
I will. Okay, so here's the thing about
Amber, I
candles.
just saw your comment. We're working on it.
Here's the thing about candles. Since I made candles, I want you guys to see this one. I just actually made this like a couple hours
There's
ago.
incredible detail to it.
Those are kind of candles that I make. I make all kinds of candles. Me and two others, Jax and my buddy Jesse, who's the rat on Ghost Town, have been experimenting with scents for like a fog theme, and we decided that we actually couldn't replicate actual fog because it has a sweet smell, but it's basically just burning glycerin and clear and clean water as it comes out, and it gives you that glycerin burning smell. But what we did was we took a couple scents that you will recognize if you smelled them individually, and we put them together, and it was not bad.
It kind of smells like the Hollow in Ghost Town with that oaky wood smell, with some sweet mixed into it, and with like a little bit of like musk.
Yes.
So you're
Musk.
like you know how like Haunt kind of stinks just a little bit.
Yeah,
so it's
I know
got
exactly
a
what you're
tiny bit
talking
of musk,
All
like
right.
kind of like a leathery like animal smell.
I'm game. Musk.
That sounds fun.
Should we get a close up of the candle?
Wait,
Yeah,
I just did it.
Okay, yeah, she did it. So
This is just one version of it, guys. This is a free, like kind of like a pillar candle. We do glasses and stuff too.
yeah, we do all kinds of candles with custom scents, but I wanted to make that for a friend. And those roses smell like orange blossoms. 'Cause
They
that's
smell so good.
Okay.
What was the scariest haunt attraction you guys have been to? Reed?
I was reading somebody saying that any idea if the guns have been infected to be refurbished to another maze? I don't know.
Yeah, that's all on Knots. I don't.
That's on Knots.
They don't fucking tell us anything, guys.
For all I know, they could have. Knots sells off their mazes. If you go back east, there's some of the mazes in other Cedar Fair parks that we had, that they have now, and that honestly it could pop up somewhere else in a theater on the East Coast near you.
Yeah.
I wonder what's gonna replace Shadowlands? I don't have
Ooh, I have
no
no
idea. The only thing that I think that they might continue as a theme is theming the mazes to the zones, but other than that, I have no fucking idea.
So, what is the scariest haunt attraction you guys have been to? Like scariest, Mike?
Mine would have to be the 17th door the year that I didn't know that they shocked you. That one was pretty like, I remember we went into the first room and it was like a teacher's classroom, and this was the second year I did it, so I kind of was like, okay, I know what happens, and then like the teacher was just like, she pressed a button and it just like shot a lightning bolt through my ass, and I like just stood up, and everyone was like looking at me, and I think she did it to one other person, and they shot up too, and we both looked at each other, and I was like, like this is gonna be rough. And then I remember like the fear in me was just the entire time like, what am I gonna get shocked with? What am I gonna get shocked with? And then like they would like psych you out because they knew like, oh, he didn't sign the waiver saying like don't shock me, so he was like, put your hand on that fence right there.
And you're like, I don't want
I was like, I don't want to. Don't make me do it. And then like I do it, and it was like nothing.
Yeah.
So it was like all psychological. I know that sounds lame, but like the shocking part really was like, okay, they're gonna hurt me.
So the scariest thing, there's two times that I have been just full of dread and woe. The first one actually was not Scary Farm.
Which one?
It was like, I don't remember what year it was, but I was like 16.
What maze was it?
It wasn't a maze. It was actually, they used to do
They
used to do human sacrifices, where the Native Americans dance in the circle.
I don't know.
Oh, where they do the hoop dance?
Yeah, where they do the hoop dances, and there was a girl laid out, and they were doing some kind of thing, and I remember the dude, this is the first time I've ever seen stuff like this too, he just reached down and like stabbed her and then pulled her heart out, and I was like, oh my god, like I couldn't sleep that night. I literally was
it a
like
show?
not sleeping. It was a show.
It was a show.
And then the next one would be the 17th door last year, 2019 season. Every single room we went into, I was just full of dread and just like what is gonna happen in this room, but came out the other end having the most amazing time. It was amazing. It was fun, but every room you go into at the 17th door, you're just like, what now?
Yeah.
What now?
You remember the room that we walked into? Well, I don't want to give it away, but whatever. Anyway, there was like this latex room. And I was
Yes.
like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then I remember before we went into that room, they were like, who has an allergy to latex? And Brie was like, I do! But she genuinely does. It wasn't like a coward's way, but it was like, she had an allergy. So then like they looked at me and they were like, get over to that wall. And I was like, what are you gonna do to me? And they had us stand against the wall, and then this just giant sheet of latex just came down and covered your body, and then they vacuumed the sheet. So it was literally like, you couldn't breathe. Like it was just vacuuming all the air out.
Yeah.
And then, how long did they hold it for? It felt forever on my end.
So on my end, and I don't know if this makes me like a little bit of a psychopath, because when they put that thing down and it suctioned, I was like this. Just like watching in awe, like, and then I thought to myself, well, how long are they gonna hold that for? Because like that's legit. Like,
okay, was it a long time?
It wasn't. It was probably, but it's enough if you didn't believe that they were gonna suction, because they said hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath. If you didn't hold your breath, that was at least 10 seconds.
Yeah, of it being like completely against your skin, like.
Amber just said fully sealed for only around 6 to 7 seconds.
Okay, so yeah.
So yeah, the whole process probably was like
the
10.
mind game behind it though was like 20 minutes.
It was not as long, but yeah, like 7 seconds sounds about right. That's still a long time. That if you didn't take a breath, that's a.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of, because you guys have been doing what your scariest one is, and I'm trying to think. Honestly, like the first year that I went to Horror Nights was pretty fucking scary.
What year was that?
Oh, 2010. It's when they had Saw and the Titans of Terror.
Yeah.
It's when they had Saw and the Titans of Terror.
Leatherface, anything scares me. So whenever they announce like, oh, we're doing a Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
But my joke answer to that is Zombie Joe's Underground.
Zombie Joe's Underground.
That's my joke answer.
Valerie, I do not have a website. We are working on that website. I've just been, if you follow Feral Cat Candles on Instagram, you can see some of the things that we have done. And we will be setting up a shop pretty soon. It's just we've been having so many orders on DMs that I haven't been able to just
make
produce.
Stock.
We don't have
stock.
I haven't been able to stock things up and then go. But check out Feral Cat Candles on Instagram, and if you see anything you like, you can DM me, and I'll get back to you on those things.
Amber said those shocks are pretty startling. Yeah, they are. I'm sure Mike would agree that they're pretty startling.
So she said it started. I thought that they were gonna hold you in that latex for 21 seconds, and I was like, "Yo, that's hardcore." I was like, "You gonna make it, bro?" Like,
I would love to wear an FCP shirt at Haunts. Merch is on our minds. It kind of got put on the back burner because of everything that happened this year, but it is something we're thinking about. So don't worry.
We would like to wear an FCP shirt at Haunts too.
I'd love to wear it too.
Trust us. We're working on that.
I want to do it. I had somebody lined up to do shirts for us, and then it kind of went by the wayside when the pandemic happened because the guy I was working with got furloughed.
Everything Horror says, that place sounds crazy. I'm assuming you're talking about the 17th door.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking crazy.
Very intense. It's intense enough for you to be very, it's psychological, but it's not exploitative like MM could be, if you guys know what that is.
Oh, don't even mention that.
I'm like,
Walking Dead. Someone put Walking Dead.
Okay, but Mikey Poo, don't you have a wonderful story about the Walking Dead from Horror?
Yeah, Walking Dead got me too. But not the walkthrough. Actually, it was the year round.
It was the walkthrough because we thought that we were we went through it before.
Not realizing that they amped up the
year-round attraction of The Walking Dead. We were we went to Horror Nights and we were like, oh, I guess we'll just go through it, but we already know this. We've been through it a million times. And we were so naive to not think that they were going to...
We were arrogant.
Arrogant is the word, that's right. To think that they weren't going to completely fill The Walking Dead with actors. So, every corner you turned, there was a zombie. And so we were walking through there and we were, just cocky. We were super cocky, yeah, whatever. And we got lit up.
Yeah, we got hit hard. You did your dance?
I did, yeah. When I get scared, if I truly get scared, I do a little dance in place and I won't make any noise. I just go...
Yes, we will be doing the Hayride event. We will be, Jackie and I will be
Look, there's actually stuff on our calendar.
I know, I have to look at the calendar right now. Jackie and I will be at the hayride not till October 8th. My dad really likes to go to the events, and my mom asked if he could go with us this year, and we were all going to go together kind of thing, but with it being the pandemic and me taking my dad and everything, we decided we had to kind of split up Halloween this year.
I think the main reason is we were waiting to see what I was going to be doing
too.
So we were everything for you and me was on this weird holding pattern.
Yeah.
And you were completely free, so we were we got to do everything separate this year.
Yeah.
Because I have a gig basically coming up, and we didn't know
if it was going to be 6 weeks or
we didn't
2
know.
weeks. So that's kind of what we were waiting to see. So we will be at the hayride on the 8th. And we'll be at Urban Legends the same day you are. We will literally be right behind each other.
We're right behind each other's time slots.
Can we get the windows washed before we go?
Well, I will get the whole car detailed before we go.
Okay.
It is bad, and the fires out here have trashed my car with ash and everything, and I just have been
We've been busy
with work and things like that I haven't gotten it washed.
Hey, essential workers!
I know.
Well, I mean, we're very lucky to be able to work,
yeah.
but, we have not stopped.
Essential. I am essential.
I hope it works out okay. We're doing the platinum.
Will we be seeing more draw along or Pictionary lives with Kenzie? I've actually been thinking about doing another Pictionary, but I want to do it with
Mike.
you.
I'm not good.
No, that's why it's funny.
I'm horrible.
That's why it's funny.
I'm horrible. And if anybody's watched them,
put your phone not over the cauldron.
Oh my gosh! This gets taken away.
I gotta read questions.
Here, that was at
read questions right there.
1 hour and 6 minutes.
Ooh.
I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna find that when we're done and put it up on Instagram. Shame you.
That was almost a huge fail.
Yeah, see, Honest Mickey knows. He's been
Rib.
here the whole time.
Rib. Almost a party foul. Yeah.
Rib cannot
Rib.
draw.
Rib. Yes. No, but I really want to do a Pictionary with you, Mikey Poo. And so I think that might happen soon.
I'm down. Don't expect anything great from these hands.
Ours were awful.
Yeah.
I was a bald she-wolf.
You remember when
with these round ass butt cheeks that were super protrudy and super athletic, and I'm like, my butt does not look like that. And where'd all my hair go?
I didn't draw.
It was so bad.
So Mike, you need to draw this time. You need to draw as well.
I like watching those TikToks of people drawing the monsters, and it's all Mothman.
Yes. Pandora's Box was amazing. One of my top mazes. Pandora's Box was pretty damn good last year.
I love it.
And I think all three of us maybe RO2, and I know Kyle for sure because Kyle went with us. Were in agreement that us and Pandora's Box were the best things that they could have done to get rid of that goddamn terror tram.
Yes, Terror Tram was just so run of the mill by the time 2018 rolled around. So it was really refreshing when we got those two mazes. Also, I like when mazes are brightly lit and they can still scare you. And so that was Clowns, 3D, Curse of Pandora's Box. I like when mazes are brightly lit and they can still have the ability to scare you.
Pandora's Box did a lot of that blacklight stuff too, which was
love that.
Really cool.
Also, it picks up so well on camera and it just makes our life easier.
Yes,
so, more
blacklight, guys. Let's see. How's everyone doing? We're doing pretty good.
Doing good.
How's our bubble looking? How's our bubble loose?
Tornado!
Yeah.
The line was intense though. See, Everything Horror, we are fortunate enough to be able to get the front of the line every year that we go to Horror Nights. Otherwise, we wouldn't fucking go.
Well, we have to.
Yeah, because we have to cover everything in one night. We have to get front of the line.
I want to see another Alice Cooper maze, yes. Or Rob Zombie maze.
Oof, Rob Zombie.
An original.
The first Alice Cooper maze I ever went to was at Six Flags.
Really?
Wait, you've been to Fright Fest?
I went to Fright Fest in 2008.
I was graduating high school.
1998.
Oh.
Really?
I was 8.
Yeah.
Mike was 4.
1998, Alice Cooper maze, the first thing I went to Fright Fest, and it was before you had to have wristbands or everything. You just showed up to the park, and then they were like, hey, at 7 o'clock, monsters are going to show up and you're going to go through mazes. And you're like, okay.
Simple.
Yeah, it
Yet
was
effective.
super simple. It literally was like, monsters
you know
come
what?
out this time. It was good.
I was in.
I didn't like.
I went to Six
scene.
Flags
like
out in Massachusetts. Back when I was still in college, because I was back east, and it was the same thing. We went during the day, and the sun started going down, and we started seeing fog when we were sitting on the top of the roller coaster, and we were like,
"What's
wait,
happening?
what the fuck?" And
Monsters.
so we got down there, and then all the monsters started coming out, and they all had steel toes on and everything like that. We could not figure out what was going on until it was like, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Six Flags. And we're like, oh crap, we gotta get out of here.
Oh no, we gotta stay.
We
gotta stay.
Yeah, that was fun. That was the last time I've been to Fright Fest too.
I've never been to Fright Fest.
And dude, we were supposed to.
Yeah, this year we were gonna make it a deal because they start really early.
Do they?
Really late.
One or the other.
I'm not sure. Either way, we were gonna try because I know a lot of people last year were like, "Why didn't you go to Fright Fest?" Because we had to pick one or the other.
Okay, well, like,
and
now one of my bosses works Fright Fest and I have to go.
she doesn't have to go. No.
Yes, I do.
But
I gotta support my friends.
we chose Reign of Terror and we did that
But also, like, Reign of Terror,
because it was far.
but, like, Mike and I grew up there for a hot second in
Right.
Thousand Oaks, and we were like, let's go back to the Jan's Mall
Toppers Pizza.
and Toppers Pizza and just make this the longest pizza run in the world, according to Casey.
It took us
Because there were fires
2.5
and there was traffic.
hours to get there to go to Reign of Terror that day and eat pizza. So it was totally worth it, but wow, sitting in that traffic.
It was rough.
Intense.
Yeah, it was rough.
We could
It
have
was
made it to
rough.
almost Vegas at that point.
I live in California now, but I hope to meet you all sometime. We hope to meet you too, bud.
Probably Midsummer. I
Midsummer
think is
Scream,
going to
if
be
you
our,
go,
our
we'll
big
be there.
meetup.
Yeah, we will be around. We'll
And for
always
those of you
announce
that
where
are
we're
that are
gonna
on here now that didn't hear earlier, I'm gonna put it back out in the world. Sunday, July 11th is Cosplay Like Brie Day. I want to see everyone dressed up like Brie Winters from Fractured Compass.
be there.
And if you choose, you can also do Mike. I just want to see the Fractured Compass crew out and like confusing everyone in the whole floor.
There you go.
You need to have a vest with pins, or you need to have the world famous red Coke shirt that Mike loves.
No, don't do me, do Brie. I'm gonna be dressing up like Brie.
Maybe just gonna like me. So
Hair on
Do
point.
Brie.
I'm gonna dress up like Mike. No.
No.
But
I want to dress up like Riley.
this year, this coming year, if you guys notice, we don't do any giveaways on our channel because every time I try to do a giveaway, we have bad luck.
Yeah.
So,
Literally, our package ended up in a mail room
yeah.
in Sacramento the
In
last time we tried to.
Sacramento. So whoever opened up that voodoo doll,
Sorry.
sorry, you're not actually cursed. It was just.
Well, maybe you
a doll,
are.
Maybe, but so I think what I'm gonna do is if we are going somewhere and we have things, I'm gonna say, hey, if you see us, come up and say hi and say something, and we'll go ahead and give you stuff.
Well, that's how we used to do it.
And that's how we used to do
Who
it.
still has their little jingle bell pumpkin?
Yeah, and
I
we'll
still
still
little
do.
do it.
skeletons.
Or the
We'll still
skeletons,
do
yep.
it that way, and if we're out, if Midsummer happens next year, which fingers crossed that
Yeah.
everything goes okay, then we'll probably have a little bit. We'll have like one or two like amped up prizes.
Everything Horror asks, where is that 17th door? It's in Fullerton.
It is. It's behind the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know.
It's off of
because
Imperial, right?
I don't know. I drove there and got completely lost, but I was there because I was like, my GPS said you arrived, and I'm like, arrived where?
I remember because you texted me and you're like,
Yeah.
Mike, where are you? And I
Yeah.
saw you and I was like, oh, hi, Brie.
Well, I
We
was
met
like across the street, and when you actually go on the website, it literally
Orange Slurp. Thank you, Amber.
literally had said we are located behind the 99-cent store, and then I drove across the street into that thing and saw it around the back. So it's out of the way, but once you get into that area, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you just feel the sense of dread all of a sudden like happening. Because it's got these glowing green letters, the 17th door. It's really, really cool. It doesn't look as big as it actually is.
I felt like I
So
was
is it
walking
kind of
into
like
the
how
Saul
like
warehouse.
the basement, like you look at this like tiny little thing
Yep.
and you're like, what the fuck? And then you walk and you're
Yep.
like, oh shit.
It is exactly the same way. it doesn't look like anything from the outside except, glowing green letters saying 17th door, but it doesn't look like it's that big. It is gigantic inside.
And it used to be in Tustin,
Yes.
at the Tustin Marketplace, and then they switched over to Fullerton, so don't get that confused.
Awkward silence.
I know, we're just trying to read. I saw Brian infected. Did you say hi to me? Like, it's really hard to say hi to me when I was infected because,
Honey,
God, it was so loud.
Back your phone up.
She also gets...
Stop!
Bree! Get that fog effect going for y'all. Yeah! Okay.
The Cauldron's like, I didn't know this was going to be over an hour.
Just join the
I'm
stream.
sorry.
I don't know if you guys discussed this yet, but what do you think the odds are that
Scary Farm will happen in 2021. I think the odds, in my opinion, are good.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it'll be
I
back.
think it'll be back. I think everything will be back. Maybe not 100% back to normal. I can't say that that's a thing, but I do think it'll be back
I think
in
it'll
some
happen though.
capacity.
Yeah, I think it'll happen.
The theme parks will be open by then. I think we're going to see reduced capacity for a while.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a reservation system.
For a
but,
while.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
Damn those reservation systems.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's necessary.
But I will say, I know things are limited, but it's been really nice to not have everything just jam packed.
It has.
Like,
It has been nice.
I hate to say that.
No, I agree.
It's the
I
truth.
hate to say it, but we had a great time at Halloween.
It's kind of like
jam-packed.
Rise of the Yeah, and thank you, Amber. I was just gonna say Rise of the Resistance was ahead of its time.
Mhm.
Yeah, does it suck that everyone that goes to the park during the day they don't get to see it? Yeah, of course that sucks. Yeah. But
Yeah.
when you get to see it and you don't have to wait in a 3-hour line to see it, and you can go enjoy the rest of your day while you're waiting for your reservation to come up, it's kind of nice.
To not be elbow to elbow.
And it'll be really nice if we're working streets or mazes to not have, be surrounded.
Yeah.
To the point where it's kind of dangerous. Like if you lose your running buddy and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna die.
We looked around yesterday. We were walking through Fiesta, and I was looking around. I was like, we could do this. This is haunt. This is haunt in the future at reduced capacity, and there was room to run, and like Jackie said, not worry about being surrounded by people and getting bumped and things like that. We could run, jump, slide, just scare everyone.
What did I think I said something a little crude, but I was like, everyone would be dead. The monsters would just destroy everybody. Because it's the perfect crowd level for you to do that.
Yeah.
It was the perfect crowd level to weave in and out and be spooky, but also not, 1, run into anyone, 2, have people surround you, and 3, you had escape routes. It was perfect. It was so perfect.
Botox says, I think you guys are cool.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think I'm cool.
We're kind of weird.
But if you think we're cool, then I will
Thank
take it.
you. What's going to be the main attraction you guys are excited for this October? I can't say on my end, but Taste Knots was pretty damn cool, and I'm looking forward to going back.
Taste of Knots. I am excited to see some more of these drive-thrus, like the Knights of Jack and the Stranger Things. I just, Haunted Hayride left a good impression on me, for what it was, for what it could be. So I'm hoping that these next ones can up their game.
Oh, I figured out the scariest haunt that I've ever been to.
Shoot.
What?
I'm turning 30 this year. That's terrifying.
Oh, we need to have a funeral.
Yeah.
A funeral party.
Yeah, and my birthday's on a Saturday in a
any-
couple weeks.
Any tips on when to apply for Scary Farm? Depending on what you can do, if you want to be a scare actor, it's usually July. If you want to do build, or painting or anything like that, it's a little earlier.
It's a lot earlier.
It's a lot earlier. Just check February or March.
I would say, check the website if you want to do build. Often, if you're doing Scary Farm, there's usually kind of an all-call that gets put out.
Yeah. What is how?
Not yet, guys. And it's not my birthday yet. Soon, but not yet.
Just say happy birthday to her. Yeah,
No!
It's the
No!
Happy
Stop
birthday
it!
from
Stop
us to you. Gary, happy birthday.
No! I demand we do a redo of this year so I get to be 29 one more year.
I wish I could do that. Let's just do a redo of 2020 overall, because it has been rough.
My birthday doesn't start until October 1st, okay? That's when I get to put my birthday crown on and just celebrate all month.
That's right.
Amber Duck says, I'm personally really upset about Halloween Kills being postponed. I am too, because I was really excited for that movie.
Oh, it was a movie? I was like, what is that?
Halloween Kills, it's the second Halloween?
Michael, we don't do horror movies, okay?
That's right.
That
They
was
don't do horror movies.
That one was
fish
all
out of
you,
water
okay?
here.
That one was all you.
Bree hates horror.
I love
Jesus.
horror films. I am excited for Halloween Kills and then Halloween
Oh my
Ends.
god, we haven't even talked about Creature from the Black Lagoon and House on Haunted Hill yet. Oh, we gotta do that soon.
No,
We did not film it.
Bree finally watched
Oh.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Amazing.
I'm putting out tomorrow a new silly stories by the Wendigo.
Yeah, true.
And the Bree Hates Horror second episode when I watched The Invisible Man.
Oh, that's right. We did talk about The Invisible Man. We haven't talked about Creature or House on Haunted Hill
Because
yet.
we were doing this week.
Yeah.
We can talk about House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
I remember the movie.
I gotta put the phone over here because this light.
Well,
Can't
I'm
see.
seeing this light. That's why
I'm
going
like the entire live stream. I'm going like this because I can't tell.
Sorry, guys. I need lighting so that everyone
that's
can
fine.
see our beautiful faces.
I was excited for Candyman 2. Says everything horror. Yeah, that was hopefully going to be really good. And I guess that's not happening this year. I think they pushed it for October this year, and then they postponed that.
Okay, it was your mom that worked for the Stanley Hotel. Yay.
That's cool. We were at the Stanley Hotel earlier this summer.
Thank you, Amber Duck. You feel me?
Whatever, Amber.
And I am surrounded by people who do not join them in the slightest.
That is literally my life.
Valerie.
Well,
has
Mikey Poo, we
what?
like creature features, so
Yeah, we do like creature.
we don't. We're getting better. Whatever. Bye.
I like all kinds of horror movies. My taste is very broad.
So while we're looking at the chat right now, guys, do you have any questions about last year's haunts? Do you have any questions about the year before that?
Happy birthday to Valerie's oldest daughter, turning 18.
Oh, 18.
Happy
It's
birthday!
Wednesday. Woo! You're an adult now. Get out.
Get out. Are you guys going to go ghost hunting soon? We
Ooh, yeah.
have been ghost hunting on the Queen Mary before, and you've done that tour as well separately, and I think we all wanted to do it together, and we were supposed to do it together in April, and that got canceled.
We literally, my dad has a friend that works on the Queen Mary, and he was one of the ghost tour guys, and I was literally going to ask, how much is it to pay for like a private ghost tour or whatever, and he would take us, and then all this shenanigans happened, and nobody has been back to the Queen since.
I know. I just want to go to the Queen just to go on her. Well, that sounded awful. You guys know what I mean. I just want to go on the Queen so I can go on her. You know what I mean. It's an old ship, and I like visiting it.
Yeah.
Amber Duck, she would hate both those movies. Can confirm. I've been trying to get her to watch.
I would watch Midsummer.
You wouldn't watch Hereditary. That's the better one.
I don't know if I'm ready for Hereditary quite yet.
I wouldn't watch Hereditary over Midsommar.
Midsummer's Jackie. That's a brutal movie.
I don't like
Brutal.
white and like white dresses.
You don't
and
like the
just
oversaturation?
Just the brightness of it, and then I know that there's gonna be blood, and I just don't like it. Like,
Amber says, "Ooh, Midsummer is more disturbing."
yeah, I don't know.
Hereditary is traumatizing. I agree. I watched that in the theater, fully expecting a completely different kind of movie, and I was very surprised and happy about it.
What's your take on the Killer Clowns Maze?
Killer Clowns Maze was
It was fun
really fun.
and really easy to film in because it was very bright.
Yes,
Easy to film in, we love that.
it. And then, actually, that movie gave me nightmares for 4 days when I was 8 years old and I saw it. It was like, I'm literally, I haven't hated horror movies since I was a kid. I used to watch a lot of them, and I think I just all of a sudden became traumatized.
Yeah,
So,
makes
like,
sense.
And then
I'm getting like live texts from Ruth. She's watching the stream right now, and she's just texting me on the side as a comment.
And Killer Clowns actually was like really fun maze. And then when we went to Orlando, they had an actual like 20-foot Clownzilla.
Yeah.
That you walked under. It wasn't just a head that came out in Hollywood, and it was insane. But it was a very short maze. Hollywood's maze was a lot longer and detailed. Orlando's had some wow moments, but it was shorter.
Yeah. Agreed.
Stranger Things was a letdown.
Stranger Things?
I agree. God, Stranger
Orlando's
Things.
was a lot better.
I don't have a basis of comparison,
I know.
so.
Stranger Things, I think the reason. So the first one was, we ran out.
Is it gone?
It's gone.
It's
Did
gone.
our potion die?
Yeah.
How cold is the water?
It's
It's
By
pretty
the
cold.
way, it's freezing in here. I'm not complaining. But you don't. Hey, children.
COVID.
Children, do we need to tell the audience what happened before we started filming? That I heard the shower turn on accident.
Oh.
Oh, God.
When we were filling this cauldron.
It's easier to do it.
Bree
I know,
soaked
but
me.
I just hear. Well, I'm wet. That's
Yeah.
Bree, so like the shower head can like detach, and so we were trying to fill up this cauldron, and Bree turned on the shower, and it wasn't the shower head, it was I don't even know what I'm saying.
It was the actual.
It was the main part,
The
not
main
the part,
part.
not the hose.
And it just went on me, and I'm like, well, I'm wet. What could you do?
Just half of them. He's fine.
Back to Stranger Things. Stranger Things, I think the reason why, season 1's maze was better than season 2 in my opinion, and I think the reason why season 2 felt so dour was because it was, first of all, a very dark maze and repetitive. Like, every other corner was just these demodogs coming out at you in this tunnel. And also season 2 was a darker season, like, in terms of mood and setting and story, so I think it just didn't translate well to a maze. With that being said, I think if they did do a Stranger Things season 3 maze, it would be way better because that season was like laced in neon. It would be like bright, colorful. The monster was really cool at the end. I think that would make itself a good scene. And who wouldn't want to see the Starcourt Mall?
I dump your ass.
So great. And I think the drive-through coming this year, you actually go into the doors of the Starcourt Mall with your car.
That's kind of cool.
So we may still hit it up, but I know you are, so I'm looking forward to seeing how I know you can't film the event.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you can't talk about it.
Yeah, you can talk about it.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I'm excited to see how it was and if it's worth that price.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
What else? Orlando's mazes are more grand. Yeah, they're, from what I've seen and what you guys have said, Orlando's mazes are a little bit over the top there in those big old warehouses that you have to walk a mile to get into, a mile out of.
Orlando's mazes are fantastic in my opinion. They are very well done. I wish that we could do more mazes in stages at Hollywood because...
But see, we have more of the nature-y backlot where doesn't Orlando have stages?
That's what I say to that. Nature-y backlot by Downstage. You remember when they did the Alien vs. Predator maze in a soundstage?
I didn't get to see it.
Oh my gosh, you guys, wasn't that incredible? They had a full-size queen. They could do so much with that.
You guys should stream Among Us. That would be very... Oh, man, we would just be at each other's throats the entire time.
You don't want to see us play Among Us. We are savage and we get angry.
And apparently I can't kill two people at the same time, so...
Well, that's just knowing the rules, Bray.
God.
I did put a small montage on my TikTok of some gameplay from playing Among Us.
I love watching montages on YouTube of people just messing up.
And I put it...
You killed me.
Oh, I did kill you.
I was like...
I'm sorry. Because you were the last kill before the game ended.
Whatever.
And I was like, sorry, babe. Snapped her neck.
I didn't find out till later.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. I did, but...
What was that?
So I think we'll go for like another 5 minutes and then...
Okay.
And then we'll wrap this long live stream up because we're hitting 90 minutes here in a second.
Ooh. Alright.
So any last minute questions, guys? Put them in the chat now so we can answer them. Speak now or forever hold your peace until we decide to live stream again.
I'll answer anything you need to know.
Kind of. Kind of.
the best we can do.
Kind of.
Favorite color? No.
Is red.
You're welcome.
Dark red.
It's blood red.
Blood.
Blood.
So I think my question for you guys in the chat right now, all 16 of you that are watching, -3 because we're all watching too because we're looking at the chat, is what are your guys' plans for Halloween season this year? Amber said, what's your favorite creature features? Mike? I think we know the answer to this one.
I like Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Bree?
I like Wolfman.
Wolfman and creature.
Yeah.
So we are a fins and fur type of family over here.
Yeah. I like vampire as well.
I think my plans are pretty obvious. Well, maybe we'll see you there.
Maybe we'll see you, Amber Duck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When are you guys? I'll check the website.
Just got a new job, so I'll be saving for reopen.
Well, congratulations on your new job.
New jobs are good. Anybody else? What are you guys doing for Halloween? Scary Farm?
KSF.
Check YouTube as well. We will check out the YouTube as soon as we're done.
Check the YouTube.
You gotta make it your own thing. Absolutely.
Headed to the 13th floor and Fear from Arizona last year for the Fear Farm. Good.
Let us know how that is, Everything Horror. I'm very interested to see.
13th floor in Fear Farm, Arizona last year for Fear
Clown.
Farm. Clown Con loves you too. Oh, clowns.
Thank you.
Clowns love you guys.
Clown Con.
Late.
Stress level just like, oh my god.
And we're ending now.
No.
Oh, I'm at 20%.
Many trials await you.
Oh.
Salazar says stay strong.
I'm a bit unnerved. I know, Amber, same.
I'll be at Knott's for the 31st with my family. Yes, because you said your daughter just got a job there, so that is great.
Good for
That'll
her.
be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to be there on Halloween.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
That'll be really cool.
Get,
Definitely do that tree trail.
Yes, that was the highlight.
That is a highlight. I mean, sitting in Ghost Town is just rad by itself, but camp knocked that shit out of the
And
park.
Boot Hill Cemetery was fantastic.
Yeah, Boot
too.
Hill was pretty cool too.
That genuinely felt like I was a Not Scary Farm.
All right.
Alright.
So my phone is about to die, but
Live stream done!
Yeah.
In the books!
our cauldron died.
Yes.
It was time.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we're going to be going back to Taste of Knot soon. We're going to be doing Urban Legends Haunt. We're going to be doing the Redlands Pumpkin Patch by Live Oak, and maybe a Corn Maze. We're doing LA Haunted Hayride, and we have some stuff coming up that we can't talk about yet.
Exciting stuff.
But as soon as I'm allowed to say, we'll post it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks again, you guys.
So thank you guys for all of you that stuck with us. We really appreciate it. We hope that you're doing well. We hope that you're staying safe.
Yes.
Take care of each other. Love each other. It's almost like, is it Thursday yet from Critical Role?
Right.
But I think that is it. So, Mike.
Bye.
Bye. Bree.
See you guys
Bye.
later.
All the skeletons in the room, all the ghosts in the background.
That's
We
right.
love you guys.
Ooh.